I accidentally knocked over my water glass and soaked the paper. As the water spread across it, something felt off. The way these numbers were arranged, no matter how I looked at them, they resembled some disaster date. I grabbed a piece of chalk and copied the numbers onto the blackboard, my fingers trembling as I opened the search engine. The moment the results loaded, I froze completely. This was a complete record of 9/11ths. Even the death toll matched exactly. Cold sweat instantly soaked through my shirt. These numbers were from 1959, yet the disaster happened in 2001. Could these mysterious numbers have actually predicted a future catastrophe? I forced myself to calm down and wrote out all the numbers from the paper on the blackboard. I checked every single digit, and the results made my blood run cold. Each date corresponded to a major disaster, with casualty figures matching news reports perfectly. When I told my colleague about my discovery, he just shook his head, convinced I'd lost my mind. I dug up old files on the hotel fire, the disaster that took my wife from me. The date and casualties were also predicted with pinpoint accuracy. Though I've always believed in science, at that moment, I couldn't deny the reality of these numbers. So I tracked down the teacher from 50 years ago. The old man remembered everything clearly. He said the school had organized a time capsule project back then, asking students to draw their visions of the future. Just as all the drawings were being collected, one girl suddenly started scribbling numbers frantically on her paper. The more he tried to stop her, the more urgently she wrote. Finally, he had no choice but to forcibly take the paper away. After class, the girl vanished. The entire school searched for her everywhere. Eventually, the teacher found her in the bathroom. What he saw sent chills down his spine. The girl was using her fingernails to carve numbers all over the walls. Now, 50 years later, the girl had long since passed away, and that lead went cold. I stayed up all night in front of the television, but by dawn, no disaster had been reported. I started doubting whether these numbers were real. But when I was driving to pick up my son from school, I hit terrible traffic halfway there. When I casually glanced at the GPS coordinates, I pulled out the paper with shaking hands to check. Sure enough, this was the exact location from the prediction. I threw open the car door and bolted out, only to see traffic cops running backward in terror. I looked up ahead. A plane, spiraling out of control, was diving straight toward us.